She looked no older than 7, tiny hands trembling, eyes full of silent fear. She walked past dozens of shoppers, yet none of them saw her secret cry for help, except one off-duty cop. And when he followed her into the back aisle, what he discovered changed everyone's life forever. Stay with me till the end. The supermarket on Maple Avenue hummed with the usual evening noise, clattering carts, beeping scanners, small talk drifting between aisles. Officer Daniel Reyes, in plain clothes after his shift, stood by the dairy section choosing a carton of milk. He looked exhausted, with shadows under his eyes from a week of night duty, but his instincts never slept. Just as he turned to leave, a small figure brushed past his leg. He looked down. A little girl, maybe 7, maybe 8, stood frozen in front of him. Her hair was messy, her clothes wrinkled, and her lips trembled as if she wanted to speak but couldn't. She didn't look lost, she looked scared. Then she did something strange. Her tiny hand lifted against her chest. She curled her thumb inward. Then closed all 4 fingers over it. Daniel's heart stopped. It was the silent international rescue signal taught to children in danger, used when they could not ask for help out loud. He knelt down slowly, trying not to frighten her. "Sweetie, my name is Daniel. Are you okay?" She shook her head violently, eyes widening with fear. Her voice was barely a whisper. "Please, follow me. But don't let him see you." "Him?" The word stabbed through Daniel like ice. The girl didn't wait for more questions. She turned and walked away, forcing her steps to look normal, but Daniel noticed her shoulders stiff and her fingers twitching anxiously. She guided him through the aisles, always looking behind her, always watching. Finally, she stopped near the pet food section. Her breathing turned shaky. "He's right there," she whispered. Daniel leaned out just enough to see. A man stood by a shopping cart, tall, unshaven, impatiently tapping his foot. His grip on the cart handle was too tight. Every few seconds, he scanned the aisles with a sharp, angry expression. The girl flinched every time she looked at him. Daniel's pulse quickened. "Sweetheart, is that your father?" She shook her head. "He said if I scream, no one will find Mommy." Daniel felt the temperature of the world drop around him. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This wasn't a lost child situation. This was a kidnapping. He quickly tapped his phone, sending an emergency silent alert to the nearest patrol unit. His fingers moved with practiced calm, but inside, fear churned. One wrong move and the girl could be dragged away. "Stay behind me," he whispered gently. But she grabbed his sleeve. "No," she breathed. "He'll see you. You have to pretend you're shopping. And please hurry." The desperation in her eyes stabbed him deeper than any knife. Daniel nodded and pretended to study a shelf of dog treats, every muscle ready to act. Then the man called out, voice sharp as broken glass. "Lily. Come here. Now." The girl jolted. Daniel's jaw tightened. Lily. Her name was Lily. She stepped forward slowly, but her eyes stayed locked on Daniel, silently begging him not to leave her. And when the man grabbed her arm, too hard, too rough, Daniel made a promise in his heart. No matter what happened next, he would not let this child disappear. Not tonight. Not ever. Daniel followed them quietly, pretending to browse, pretending to be just another customer. But his police instincts were razor sharp. Every second mattered. Lily's arm was still trapped in the man's grip. She winced, biting her lip to hold back tears. The man leaned down and hissed, "If you mess this up, you know what happens to Mommy." Daniel felt a flash of rage. A patrol unit had already responded to his silent alert. 2 officers entered through the front, calm, unnoticed, spreading out across the aisles. Good. Backup was here. But Lily didn't know that. She kept glancing back, fear turning her small face pale. Daniel stayed close. As they moved past the cleaning supplies aisle, the man suddenly stiffened. He turned around, too fast. His eyes locked onto Daniel. "Why are you following us?" he barked. The whole aisle went silent. Daniel didn't break eye contact. "I'm not. Just shopping. Milk, remember?" He lifted his carton casually, though his muscles were coiled like springs. The man didn't buy it. "That kid bothering you? She talks too much sometimes." Lily's eyes silently pleaded, "Don't let him take me." Daniel took a small step forward. "Sir, why don't you let her go?" The man's expression twisted. "Back off." He yanked Lily harsher this time. She stumbled, yelping in pain. That was it. Daniel flashed his badge so fast the man froze. "Police officer. Let the girl go." Shoppers stopped. Gasps echoed. The man made a desperate choice. He ran, dragging Lily with him. Daniel sprinted after them, shouting, "Stop! Police!" Shelves blurred past him. The man shoved carts aside, knocking over displays, knocking down boxes of cereal. Lily screamed, "Help me!" 2 officers closed in from the front entrance. The kidnapper skidded, panicked, realizing he was trapped. He tried to grab Lily tighter. But she twisted the way her mother taught her. She dropped her weight. She pulled her elbow inward. And slipped right out of his grip. Daniel lunged, tackling the man to the floor. Shoppers yelled, frightened but safe. Officers cuffed the man within seconds. Lily ran straight into Daniel's arms, sobbing uncontrollably. "You did it," he whispered gently. "You're safe now." Between her sobs, she choked out the truth. "He took Mommy. She's still locked in a room. I escaped when he went to get food. I came here. I didn't know who to trust." Daniel's heart broke. "You trusted the right person," he assured her. "And we're going to find your mom." Within hours, they did. The team followed the kidnapper's car registration, straight to an abandoned house outside town. Lily's mother was found alive, weak, terrified, but breathing. When mother and daughter reunited, they clung to each other like they would never let go again. Lily looked up at Daniel with teary eyes. "Thank you for seeing my signal," she whispered. "Nobody else did." Daniel knelt down. "That's because you were brave enough to show it. Courage isn't loud. Sometimes it's a tiny hand signal from a scared little girl. Seen by one person who refuses to ignore it. And that is enough to save a life."